I wanted to talk to you today about the series Wool by Hugh Howey. I read it on my Kindle a long time ago. I remember a lot about it. A lot of the book resonated with me, and it's a series. Wool is the title of the first book. There's two other books, and then there's also a few short stories that go with that series. Basically, what the books are about, it's about a community of people who live underground. And when I say underground, I mean literally. They're hundreds of feet below ground, and the reason why they live down there, though there was a catastrophic event that happened on the earth that made it unsafe. And presumably everybody perished after this catastrophic event, except for those that were able to get down below ground into these silos. And the silos, there's more than one silo. I believe there's like 7 of them. I can't really remember, but there's several silos, and each silo houses groups of people. So the community is self-sufficient. They even have a monetary system. So they have their own currency. They all have jobs. The adults work. There is a school, but what's taught in the school is monitored. And they don't really know a lot about what's going on outside. They just know that it's toxic. Now, I do recall in the cafeteria, there's a cafeteria, I think that's like on one of the floors or some of the floors. The one that's on the top, the cafeteria that's on the top of the silo, there is some kind of window up there, because in one of the scenes in one of the books, there's a guy who sits up there at night and he sees the stars. And I think he like draws or writes about the stars or something. I don't know. But there is some, you can see a little bit, but it's not very much. And when they're below ground like this, it's a weird way of life because there's no sunlight. Not really when you're underneath the ground like that. They do have a garden, and when they grow plants, they have electricity, so they use electric lights, gardening lights, for the plants to grow. And when they're underground like that, tensions can rise, and whenever this would happen, usually someone would want to go outside. Like someone wants to go out of this silo and into the outside world. And when they do this, when the person does this, they pretty much know they're going to perish. So whenever this happens, they go outside, and then there's some sensors that need cleaning. It's some kind of apparatus that's attached to the silo. So when they send somebody outside and they have like a suit on, kind of like when they go outside, the suit is kind of like a space suit, for lack of a better word. Like the suits that the astronauts would wear. They put this big suit on to kind of help protect them, to give them oxygen. And then they clean these sensors that need cleaning, outside of the silo. It's something that needs to be done regularly. Not daily, but like on somewhat of a regular basis, but I don't remember the time frame. And once that person leaves, the tension that's rising in the silos amongst all the people living below ground, that tension lessens a whole lot once somebody leaves the silos and they know that that person has probably perished. And this is as if you haven't guessed, it's apocalyptic. So it's dystopian, apocalyptic, whatever you want to call it. But that's what kind of stories these are. It's hard to talk about them in depth without giving spoilers, because Wool is just the first book. So if I start talking about it more, you're going to kind of know what happens book after book. And I don't know how you feel about, giving spoilers. But the books themselves were very good. I really like them. And I highly encourage you to read them. Now, I did hear that there was a TV series made out of them. I never watched the TV series. I believe it's on I believe it can be streamed. So I probably need to check that out. If I ever get around to checking that out, I'll be sure to do a video about the series. But check out the books. They are so good. They kept me so enthralled. And, you know, each story just kept me, you know, turning the pages. I really love these stories. They also had stuff to happen during these stories. It's kind of like a mystery as well, because some people perish. I won't tell you who. And I'm not talking about the people who actually leave the silo. I'm talking about things happen that are unjust, which causes someone or to be unalived. So check out the series. And if you like stories such as that, then you should check out one of my books, Shades of Chocolate. It's a mystery suspense title. Over 400 reviews on Amazon. And this video was sponsored by Divine Desserts Publishing, LLC. So check out my titles. You will love them. They have had hundreds, literally hundreds of reviews on Amazon. Thanks for listening to this video in its entirety, and I hope you have a great day.